An impressive field of 22 nations lined up for the Mixed Team Relay World Championship in Hamburg. It was a wide-open race. The USA, Australia, New Zealand and host Germany all expected to make their presence felt. Early on in the water, it was Matt Hauser of Australia who pretty much picked off in the relay where he'd left off in the individual races the previous day. Great Britain with Conor Bentley just struggling a little bit in transition. He would fall back on the bike. And we had 4 at the front. Amazing how soon the field splits open in this relay. Vilasser, Hauser, very prominent. Vilasser with a silver in the individual race the previous day, and Tim Helbig, the German, right there in front of a very large and very partisan home crowd. On to the second leg then. Melanie Santos for Portugal, Annika Koch for Germany. They were both prominent, but Victoria Lopez with scintillating swim to get Brazil into contention. One of the best swimmers on the planet, Lopez. Whether she'd be able to sustain it on the bike, though, was another matter entirely. Taylor Spivey of the States and Judy Derrin of Switzerland also trying to make up ground on the 3 leaders. And it was still wide open when they came in to transition. But Annika Koch ran away from the field at this point. Taylor Spivey made up ground for the States, but it was Koch who was first to hand over to Simon Henseleit. Swiss were right there with Frida Lance, and Taylor Reid was about to produce some brilliance in the water. The New Zealander actually had his nation first out and into transition, putting them right back in contention. The Germans still right there. They always look the 2 strongest teams on paper, New Zealand and Germany. But Reid had an excellent bike leg, and away they went. Mark DeVey got the jump on them initially, but it was soon Henseleit and Reid who were at the front in the run. Nothing between them. And as they tagged their final teammate, it looked like it was going to be a battle royale between Laura Lindemann of Germany and Nicole van der Kay of New Zealand. Real battle on behind for the minor medals. The Hungarians just slipping back a little bit in the field. And in the water, Lindemann was absolutely superb. Got herself about a 15-second gap on van der Kay. The only downside, she would have to ride for 7 Ks solo. However, with the crowd acting as the 5th team member for Germany, that didn't prove to be a problem. In fact, if anything, she actually extended the advantage. Meanwhile, Katja Schaar had ridden the Swiss up into medal contention, and she came into T2 level with van der Kay. Lindemann, though, had a 14-second advantage, which she never looked like relinquishing. Bronze medal in the individual race 24 hours earlier. Behind that, van der Kay got past Schaar into the silver position, but it was Germany who struck gold in front of their adoring fans in Hamburg. And a massive bear hug from the rest of the team. Van der Kay home to secure 2nd for New Zealand, while young Katja Schaar, another eye-catching performance as she brought home the bronze for the Swiss. Confirmation of the top 3 with the US, Hungary and Australia 4th, 5th and 6th.
Yeah, it was very tough. My first solo bike, I think, in this kind of race, but yeah, it was very tough, but the whole team did such a great work, so I had to do my best to bring it home, and yeah.
First time that we've seen the Swiss on the podium for a very long time. The New Zealanders also will be delighted with their silver medal, but for the Germans, their first World Championship relay victory in a decade, and a quite brilliant performance it was too.